Hello students, I am Divya from St. Xavier Senior Secondary School. It's your third chapter in your book and the chapter name is Skeleton and the Muscular System. So I am here to explain the chapter 3, that is Skeleton and Muscular System. In this chapter we will learn something about the skeletal system and its function. Second topic is parts of the skeleton system. Third topic is structure of bones. Next topic is joints. And another next topic is muscular system and its function. And the last topic is different type of muscles. So, before starting this chapter, I want to tell you something. Our body has a very important work to surviving of the life. So start this chapter. First topic is skeletal system. In our body, we have different type of organ like lungs, heart, brain, and kidney. So we have different type of organs and this organ perform and make a organ system. When different type of organ combine together, they form a organ system like heart combine and form the circulatory system. Kidney is an organ and when they perform a function, that is excretory system. So the organ system is specific for the specific function. Different type of organ system perform different type of various type of function like heart pump the blood, and second is excretory system. Excretory system, the main function of excretory system is they waste when our body produce the waste, they remove out it from our body. So in skeletal system, first point is the human body have a framework of bones. Means our body have a framework of different type of bones. That is skeletal system. If you think something about that, if our body have no bones, what happen? Our body have different type of bones, and some bones are very large, some bones are very short in shape and short in size. When they assemble, they form a skeletal system. Skeletal system provides us a shape and size, and it protects the delicate organ of our body. In our body, there are different type of delicate organ. First is lung is very delicate organ. Second one is heart, that is also a very delicate organ, and different other type of organ like intestine, like kidney, like stomach, all the organs, brain, all the organs are very delicate, and skeletal system provide the protection. Now, human body have 206 bones. In our body, we have 206 bones in adult human. But the baby is born, the newborn baby have 300 bones. And when the baby grows, all the extra bones fuse together and change into 206 bones. I repeat my point. In adult, human body have 206 bones, but a newborn baby have 300 bones. After the newborn baby matures, they change into and fuse together and make only 206 bones. Now, next topic is the students, next topic is function of the skeleton system. The skeleton system provide different type of help, different type of protection from various parts of the body. So, first function of skeleton system is provide shape and support. It means the skeleton system provide a framework to our body and help the body from the damage from we get the outer side. Next is with the help of the skeleton system we can stand erect. Erect means straight. By it means if we don't have the skeleton system, so we cannot stand straight because we have the backbone. Backbone help to stand straight. Next point is bones and muscles help us to move. When we move, our bones and muscles play a very important role in a movement. Next is protect the internal organ. Internal organ means lungs, heart, brain and kidney. So the skeleton system protect the very delicate soft organ or the internal organ. Internal organ means the organ which is not visible by our eyes. Next is bones. So there are four important functions of the skeleton system. First important function is provide shape and support. With the help of skeleton system, we can stand erect. Third important function is we can move here and there with the help of bones and muscles, which one is a part of skeleton system. And last one is protect the internal organ of our body. So here a new question is arising in my mind. Question is, what would happen if you did not have any bones? What happens if we don't have a skeleton system? Find out the answer and write in a comment box and also in a WhatsApp group. I will be waiting for your answer. Now students, move the next topic, and the next topic is structure of the bones. Now start with the third point. So the students, next topic is the structure of bones. Now, the bones are made up of different type of tissues. Different type of tissues have a function to supply from the blood vessels and the nerves. It means bones have tissues, blood vessels and the nerves. And for the proper functioning of the bones, it want the nourishment. So the question is that where they get the nourishment, they can't eat food. So different type of minerals like calcium, phosphorus give the nourishment to the bones. That's why your mama and your teacher also told you drink a milk in proper amount. Milk provide the nourishment to the bones and keep the bones very healthy because milk have a calcium and green vegetable also have different type of minerals and vitamins, phosphorus and calcium. So the next point is bones require, first point is bones require minerals. Second point is bones are smooth and hard need. Bone marrow provide the lubricant or have a very soft texture, so it moisturize the bones and prevent them from the breakage. Third is bones can store the calcium. Bones can store the calcium for the nourishment for the future functioning of the body. Now I repeat the point. First is bone is made up of different type of tissues, nerve cells and blood vessels. They want the nourishment and take the nourishment from milk, green vegetables, pulses, cereals, and they want calcium, phosphorus and vitamins. Next point is, in your bones there is a soft lubricant liquid is present. The soft lubricant mixture is its bone marrow. It protects the bone from the outer damage or rubbing to each other. Next point is, it saves the calcium for the future one. Now let's the diagram. It's a structure of bone. Bone is very hard from the outside, means it's an outer structure and outer structure is very hard, and under it's a rod-like structure, and that part is a spongy bones which is very soft and delicate. Which is very soft and delicate. Now here this structure is blood vessels, and what is the main function of blood vessels? It carry the blood and transfer it from the all bones. That is the main proper function of the blood vessels. Next topic is cartilage. What is cartilage? Cartilage are present just between the two bones, where the two bones are connected. The elastic substance is present that side. Means suppose you have this portion and this portion is also, and you bend it very easily. So between the two bones there is some elastic material, that is cartilage. Cartilage prevent it from the rubbing and causing pain. Our earlobe and nose have a cartilages, so that is why we can it easily bend. So do it ourselves. You bend your ear very easily, and your nose is also very soft and it bend very easily because of the cartilage. Now move on to next topic. Next topic is parts of a skeleton. Our skeletal system have many parts. First is skull, second is backbone, third is rib cage, and last one is limbs. Skull have 22 bones. I am again repeating my point. Skull have 22 bones, 8 bones in our brain portion and 14 bones in our face portion. In our face, there is 2 bones in our jaw portion. First is our jaw and second one is lower jaw. Lower jaw help us to speak and eating. So you can do it in your own self. Move your lower jaw. You can move it very easy. So the upper jaw is a fixed jaw and lower jaw is a movable jaw. In our face there is lots of sockets. Socket means our eye socket, nose socket and ear socket. So we can say that the skull like a helmet. Helmet protect you from the injuries like helmet. Your skull is also protect, your bone is also protect your brain, because brain is a very delicate organ. Now, move on to next topic. Next topic is rib cage. Here to make a different diagram. First is skull, second is backbone, third is rib cage, and last one is a limbs. Now start with the skull. You have seen there are two main portions in your skull portion, and skull is divided into three parts: 1, 2, and 3. That joints are fixed joint. Fixed joint means the skull portion is not movable. Okay, and you want to try it, do it, you can't move the skull portion. Now, middle portion is very flat in shape and size. I am explaining that our skull have some socket, eyes and eyes. Look at here. This one is a eye socket and this one is a nose socket. Just below the nose socket, there is two type of jaws. First is upper jaw and second one is lower jaw. Upper jaw is a fixed jaw and lower jaw is movable jaw. You can move here and there, and it helps in eating and speaking process. Now move on to next topic, that is backbone. Backbone is present in vertebrates. There are two types of vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates are those which have the backbone. Invertebrates are those which doesn't have the backbone. So, our backbone is made up of 33 columns. Our backbone is made up of 33 columns, and the central part is the spinal cord. The central part is spinal cord, and it is a rod-like structure, and it protects the ribs. Next point is backbone is very large bone, but it is not counted as a large bone because the backbone is made up of very small pieces like 33 bones. If you want to try to count, you can do it. It have a very small segment in the rib backbone structure. It protects our body and help us to bend and twist the body. Exercise and good posture help them to stay strength and to bend our body. Next point is rib cage. Our rib cage have 20, if you see the diagram, there you have noticed that left side have bones and right side also have the bones, and it form a cage-like structure. Left side are bones available and left side also the bones are available, and it form a cage-like structure. That's why it is a rib cage. In rib cage, 12 pair of bones are present, and these bones are attached to the sternum portion. Sternum is present at the central part, and the bones are arises from the left and right part. So, last two bones are not attached to the sternum portion. Only 12 bones are attached to the sternum part, but last two pairs are not attached to the sternum portion. They attach to the bones, backbones. They are called the floating ribs. Left and right categories. First is upper arm and second is lower arm. And upper arm and lower arm is joint combined with the joint that is present in our elbow portion. So, the humerus bone. First bone is attached with our collarbone. You can touch your body. The hard substance which is available here, that is your collarbone. See here, this one is your collarbone. Collarbone is attached. The joint is ball and socket joint, and humerus is attached with ball and socket joint with the collarbone. After this, there are lower arm. Lower arm have two bones. First is radius and second is ulna. The radius and ulna bones are attached with our palm, hand portion, and our hand have so many small bones are present in our hand portion. So the four limbs have two parts. First is upper arm, second is lower arm. Upper arm have humerus bone and the lower arm have two bones, that is radius and ulna. First is radius and second one is ulna and third one is humerus. Now move on, the next is hind limb. Hind limb also have two subcategories. First is upper leg portion and second is lower leg portion. Upper leg portion have a femur bone. Femur is the largest bone in our body because it bears the weight of our body and help to stand straight and have to move and have to walk. Second is tibia. The lower leg has two bones, that is tibia and fibula. So here a short term keys are available. Suppose, how are you? How are you? H for humerus, R for radius, and U for ulna. That is a short keys to learn which bones are present in our hand. The short term is how are you? How are you? H means humerus, R for radius and U for ulna. Same as next is next short term is fine, thank you. F for femur, T for tibula, and U for fibula. Now here this one is a short term key. Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you means femur, tibia and fibula. So I am again repeating my points. In our hand there are three bones. First is humerus, second is radius and third one is ulna. In our leg portion, first bone is femur, second bone is tibia and third bone is fibula. Femur is the largest bone in our body because it bears our body parts. I draw a flow chart for you. The flow chart is start from skeletal system. Skeletal system is divided into four parts. One is skull, second is backbone, third is ribs, and last one is limbs. Now, skull have 22 bones and it protects the brain part because it is very delicate. Next is backbone. That the proper function of backbone is it form spine portion and have 33 vertebrae or 33 spinal cords. Next is ribs. Ribs protect our heart and lung organ, and in the rib 12 pairs are present. One is the sternum ribs. Next is limbs. Limbs are divided into two parts. First is forelimb